Hi, thanks for coming back to 2001, and here we are again going through another list, and these are the fragrances that I have in my collection from the year 2001 that I've actually still got bottles of, either full or empty. I'm still going to show them to you and talk about them a little bit because some of these are actually quite relevant and still quite popular and still in videos being recommended by fragrance reviewers. And I'm going to kick off 2001 with this one. This is a classic. This is Thierry Mugler's Mugler Cologne. Fantastic scent. Can you believe this came out in the year 2001? I can't, because it really smells like it came out in the year 1889 or something like that, because it is just a pure cologne. It's an eau de cologne, and it is beautifully done. There's a little something else to this than, just the regular old sort of cologne, but I don't know what that is. Beautiful scent, great for summertime. Look, it's an eau de cologne, so you're supposed to just splash it on and be fresh, and that's what this is. So Mugler's Cologne. This next one, I couldn't believe when I actually looked it up that it was from 2001, because it's actually quite a bit more modern smelling than that. This is Lalique Equus, and this is the horse's head one. It's called Equus, I think. That's what they call this one. Equus. Here you go. That's what it looks like. Give it a closer look. Like this. Yes. Equus. Now this, I can still smell it. I don't know if this was supposed to be a summer scent, but I went through a bottle of this in the year 2013, and I remember taking it with me on a vacation to Kuala Lumpur, and it was very, very muggy and humid, and this thing performed so well. I think it had violet and pepper, and it was just very, very appropriate for humidity, I felt. It just worked really well on my skin as well. I haven't repurchased it because I don't have room, honestly. So that's that one there. It's from 2001. When I looked it up, I thought, it really, this came out in 2001? Fantastic scent for a 2001 smell. I think you can actually still get this, and Lalique is probably the most underrated house in terms of punching above their weight, in terms of price and quality as well. So I would definitely recommend, if you can try and get this, to try and get your nose on this. Lalique Equus. Well, now here's a scent from 2001 that is so very 2001 with its turn of the millennium sort of design. It is this one right here. This is Ultraviolet Man by Paco Rabanne. Oh yes. This thing with its little stapler gun sort of bottle, and it's just so tacky and very plasticky. I imagine maybe the original of this maybe had a bit of a metal feel here, and I think this bit was rubberized instead of hard plastic as it is now. However, what I think this was trying to do in 2001 was be the new Le Male of the 2000s, as was the Le Male was the Le Male of the 90s. This is supposed to be, or was trying to be, the Le Male of the 2000s, because it smells very, very Le Male-ish to me. Not exactly in terms of scent, but probably more in terms of what it's trying to do. It's trying to project and be sweet, and it's trying to get attention for all the right reasons or wrong reasons, depending on how old you are. It is a very youthful scent, and for some reason it's still in production today, and that baffles me completely. But then again, here it is, Paco Rabanne's Ultraviolet Man, and going from one extreme to another extreme, and that is this one here, because this is L'Artisan Parfumeur L'Eau d'Ambre Extrême. Now this came out in 2001 as well, and it is hard to believe that something that came out in 2001 could just be so elegant and just so beautiful. It is I love a lot of L'Artisan Parfumeur fragrances. They really speak to my soul in terms of the actual journey that a fragrance goes on, and these by far, I think these do it more than any other fragrances that I've actually tested. So this one here, a beautiful light sort of sweet, sort of vanillic ambery kind of scent that is still extremely modern smelling. It wouldn't be out of place in a 2022 release, as a matter of fact. The only thing probably missing would be oud, which is a good thing in this case. And now we have something that is very, very turn of the millennium in design, and that is this one right here. This is Higher by Dior, and this is the original bottle. This is a 2001 bottle. This is what it looked like. This is made of metal. It's a thick piece of metal, as a matter of fact, and the top part is rubberized. This is the atomizer here. Unfortunately, the casing inside, I believe, that's holding the juice is plastic. I don't really like vintages to be kept in plastic because that degrades and also leaches into the juice and changes the character of the scent. I really prefer glass and darker glass as well. However, the juice in this is still pristine. There's still top notes in it. It's a very sort of herbaceous citric sort of affair for summer, kind of different smelling to your regular citrus freshies, but still really, really nice scent. It's still in production, although it comes in sort of like a very nondescript tall glass bottle with a cap, and you could still get them. I think it may have been just recently discontinued, but you can still find them very, very easily. Pretty good alternative to if you want a summer scent with somewhat of a higher quality before you step towards niche territory. Dior Higher. And the last one in this list from the year 2001 is a very special one for me. It is this one right here. This is Miracle On by Lancome. This is a very, very, very well done, mild spicy fragrance. Lord, it is so well done. The way that it's blended, the materials that are used, the actual notes and the accords in here are somewhat slightly different as well. And it is, again, discontinued, hard to find, but I think its spiritual successor, also which comes from Lancome, which is called Lancome's Hypnose Homme, and that has a similar vibe to it, and you can see and you can smell the connection that it has to this. But this in and of itself is very special to me. I did go through a big bottle of this back in 2004, and I've been without it since then. I did only get it, I think, a couple of years ago recently, and I've been burning through it. This is again another vintage that I've been burning through, but again, it's just for me, and I don't recommend that you seek it out. But if you do find it for a reasonable price, I think it's a very good buy. I don't think it really smells dated. It might smell dated if you're like 10 years old, but if you're older than 10, then you probably don't have any scent memories attached to something that is like a mild spicy scent like this. So there we are. That's the last one, Miracle On by Lancome. And as always, thanks for watching.